12. The Pandavas wed Draupadi. Arjuna and Bhima emerged victorious from the onslaught of kings and walked out with the Brahmins to meet Draupadi and reveal their true identities. Kunti's motherly instincts kicked in full effect as she pondered the outcome of the day's Swayamvara. Were the boys okay? And then she heard Arjuna's voice. "Dearest mother, we have returned, bringing excellent news. Take a look at this beautiful gem we have acquired." Kunti said, "Whatever it is, share it amongst your brothers." Arjuna entered with Draupadi by his side and Kunti almost fainted. Draupadi paid obeisances to her new stepmother. Kunti apologized for what she had said. She had never told a lie in her life, so her words were sure to come true. What a predicament she had put the princess in. She would now have to marry all the brothers, which goes against regulatory customs. Queen Kunti is perplexed and asks Yudhisthira, "What do we do in order to keep my virtue intact?" He turned to Arjuna and said that you had won her, and she is yours to wed. But Arjuna refused, saying that only when Yudhisthira was married, then Bhima, then he would allow himself and the twins to be married. So it was decided the 5 brothers would all marry Draupadi. Krishna and Balaram came to the Pandavas' hut to congratulate the brothers and wish them well. They were glad to know they were okay and encouraged them to keep up the good work. After a short visit to remain discreet, Krishna and Balaram left. But meanwhile, there had been an onlooker. Dhristadyumna, who was attempting to find the true identity of the mysterious Brahmins, watched as Kunti taught Draupadi to cook for the boys, aka Bhima and the boys. The king is in anxiety over the winner's identity and sends his royal priest to inquire from them and bring them to the royal feast. After being treated royally, Yudhisthira finally admits him and his brother's true identity. King Drupada is ecstatic to say the least and asks, "How'd you manage to escape the fire?" Yudhisthira tells them all and more. Drupada hears and is disgusted with Duryodhana and his father, and vows to help the Pandavas retain their rightful throne. The next day was auspicious according to astrologists, so Drupada offered that Yudhisthira and Draupadi should be married to Arjuna that day. Yudhisthira gracefully announced that all the brothers were to marry the princess. Drupada was surprised and asked, "How could this be so?" But Yudhisthira assured him that there was no sin in such an act. Morality is subtle, and its application depends on circumstance. Drupada was still not convinced. Luckily, Vyasadeva arrived just in the nick of time, as he has a knack of doing, to help the whole situation out. He recounted certain historical examples of brides having multiple husbands, and to further assure Drupada that sin will be avoided, he told them of Draupadi's past life. She had been the daughter of a rishi and prayed to Shiva for a husband. In her prayer, she asked 5 times, so Shiva, being his clever self, ordained her to have 5 husbands as Draupadi. Draupadi was in fact an expansion of Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, and was destined to be the Pandavas' wife. Vyasadeva further explained that the Pandavas were all Indras, the kings of heaven, in previous births, and gave Drupada vision to see that the Pandavas as they had been in their previous life. After seeing this and being reassured by Vyasadeva, Drupada accepted the marriage proposal. That day, a sacrificial fire was lit in the main courtyard, and many came to see as Yudhisthira and Draupadi circumambulated the fire 3 times and became married. The following days, the rest of the brothers did the same as they married her. Afterwards, they received valuable gifts from Drupada, who felt great to have the 5 brothers as his stepsons, and Krishna also gave them great gifts, whom they felt great to have the support of.